Ojalá que estén bien esta noche y que todo le vaya bien. Esta noche es Spanglish. So this is Spanglish tonight at Happy Chalkers at the Cozy Cottage. I am your hostess, or your host, which is Lucy Aaliyah. I am also your designer. Soy tu diseñadora de esta noche y vengo desde the Happy Chalkers at the Cozy Cottage. Y voy a estar trabajando, claro, con nuestra compañía Chalk Couture. We're going to be working with our beautiful, wonderful company, Chalk Couture. And I'm going to show you, as you saw in the beginning, a just awesome little screen that's so much fun. And I'll tell you what you can do. I'm going to do it basic tonight, guys. Yo lo voy a hacer bien básico esta noche, pero le voy a dar ideas si ustedes quieren hacer algo similar y quieren ponerle algunas cosas. So even though that I'm doing it basic tonight for you guys, you know, you guys can do something similar, but I will explain and give a little pointers and ideas. And I'd love to hear your ideas tonight, guys. If you have ideas, whether you came in after I filmed and you're seeing the recording, please post your ideas of colors and ideas you would do to this frame. Quiero que ustedes hoy, si vinieron y están mirando la grabación y no lo están mirando en vivo, quiero que ustedes abajo de cualquier forma escriban cuáles son sus ideas para esta pieza que vamos a usar esta noche. Ok, porque esta pieza es muy chula para el día de los muertos, ¿no? Aquí, vamos a decir, en los Estados Unidos, esto sería una chulería, ¿no? This is just so cute, right? For the way we celebrate Halloween, or the way people celebrate Halloween here in the United States. This is just so much fun. So, eso es tan gracioso. Entonces, vamos a empezar. We are going to start. So, I'm going to bring these to show you the screen again and to show you the table. But before I do, reminder, I know I already said it. I'm going to repeat it. On the bottom, please post your ideas, even if you're looking at a recording. And you could put that you're seeing the recording, but you're posting your idea. Regardless, I love to hear your idea. So me hagan el favor, la parte de abajo, o sea, voy a poner la parte de abajo para que vean, pero quiero que ustedes, lo voy a repetir, pongan sus ideas. Si están viendo grabación, pueden poner grabación. Pero si ustedes no quieren escribir la palabra grabación, no hay gran cosa. Lo que quiero es que por favor me escriban qué idea ustedes tienen, los colores que ustedes le pondrían, el dibujo que ustedes le pondrían alrededor. Me encantaría de oír sus ideas. Ok, so vamos para adelante. Alright, so let's move over to the screen.
Hey, say hi to Pat.
Hey Pat, I'm glad you're here, girl. How are you? Alright. Ooh, this camera is way low. Let's bring this down. Yep. Let me see if I'm in this view somewhere. There we go. Oops, went the wrong way. Here we go.
Chris is already liking the frame. She loves it.
So anyway, guys. Yes, hi Chris. You love this frame. Yes, it came out. It's so pretty. We just received this one today, guys. We received this frame today. We received the screen right on time because God is good. I was praying for this screen for Wednesday. I wanted to show you guys something of Halloween, and it just got here right on time. Because God's always right on time, right? I'm just blessed. I feel blessed, and I know that you guys are blessed as well. All right, so let's look at our beautiful frame. This is a brand new one. Look at this. Just, oh my God, it's so pretty. Nothing has ever been put on this. I love, 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 love these frames. This is one of my favorite frames. Okay, so let's bring this guy out. And this will be just so much fun. You could either stand it on a table. You could hang it near where you're putting your decoration. Ustedes pueden poner este dibujo al lado. O sea, ponerlo en la mesa, pararlo en la mesa. You know, you put something in the back, you lean it on. Ponen algo en la parte de atrás y lo arrestan. O I am going to show you something you can lean it on. Yo le voy a enseñar algo a ustedes donde pueden restar esto si quieren. But you could also hang this up next to, like I was saying, next to like a table that you're doing for Halloween. I just noticed that I did that. I'm still talking to you guys. Let's turn this so that I'm in here. Vamos a cambiar esto para que yo esté aquí hablando con ustedes, esté presente, ¿no? So you guys can really hang this thing up. It looks so pretty. Again, I'd love to hear your ideas. Esto es una chulería y ustedes pueden engancharlo donde quiera, pero como dije al principio, me encantaría oír las ideas de ustedes, de verdad que sí. Alright, so I'm going to bring, y'all already know, right? Whoever is new and doesn't know, we're going to bring our fuzzing cloth. I like to keep my fuzzing cloth in here because in here we do so many things. I'm going to start sawing really soon, and I don't want all that dust to go on anything, so I keep everything in plastic.
Patricia's excited about this one. She's really looking forward to see what you're going to do with it.
Yeah, oh, Pat, you're going to love it. You're going to love this, especially that, Pat, you have kids. Your kids would love this. So we're going to bring this and put it first on our fuzzing cloth. Now, here's something I was thinking, guys. This bat, you know, what do we think of when we think of bats? I think of black, right? And my frame is black, where I'm going to design. So I don't know. I might put a little dash of watercolor in the background so that when I put this bat, you're actually going to see it. Or I'm going to give the bat some illumination around it and then the rest of him black. I'm not sure. We will figure that out as we go. You know me, last minute design. I look at it, I think of it, and then wherever it leads me, that's where we're going to go. O sea que nosotros vamos a ver, porque el murciélago es negro. El frame es negro. So quizá yo le ponga un poquito de blanco detrás y entonces pongo el murciélago. Si no, voy a ponerles unas orillas al murciélago y entonces seguimos por ahí, lo hacemos negro. De cualquier forma, ustedes ya me conocen. A mí me gusta decidir según voy cuando estoy haciendo en vivo. So when I'm doing my lives, that's, you know, it's fun when we don't know what we're going to do in lives. As far as what, you know, that you don't know and that I don't know, it just makes it that much more fun. O sea, vamos a disfrutar bastante haciéndolo de esta forma, una buena sorpresa. All right, let's see if this is good. I think this is good. I don't want to fuzz my screens to the point that they have no sticky at all. I just want to make it less sticky. No quiero hacerlo tanto y quitarle la pegadera que tiene detrás. Tanto que ya no quiere pegar. Yo lo que quiero hacer es un poco para que no se me pegue tanto que no lo puedo sacar. Lo que sí se me olvidó, what I did forget, fue, and I'm going to show you. Oh, I threw this on the floor, guys. Okay, this side, this is what I forgot. This side is the shiny part. This goes on top of the shiny part. That's how it comes. So think of shiny to shiny. Okay, that's the best way. What I tell you guys to do if, you know, you're screening like this on a frame, si ustedes están haciendo el screen encima de una pieza, o sea que no sea tela, lo que le digo es, cojan un Sharpie, you get a Sharpie, and on the part that's not shiny, this is very important. So if this is in the back, right, this is lying on the shiny part, esto va a ir en la parte, esto llega en esa parte que brilla, esto va encima, like that, right? You just got it, lo recibiste hoy. Todavía tú no has hecho chalking con él. You still haven't chalked with it. What I want you to do is, in the back, en la parte de atrás, sin quitarle el screen, ustedes van a escribir cuál es esta pieza. So esta pieza es Eat, Drink, and Be Scary. So yo voy a ponerle Eat, Drink, and Be Scary. Ok, quiero que cuando ustedes tengan un screen, que ustedes escriban en la parte de atrás antes de usted quitar el screen. So when you guys receive your screens, write in the back before you peel off your screen. You're probably wondering why I don't do that. I've been doing this for so long that I will not do a mistake at this point. Did I do a mistake in the beginning? Yes, I did. So this is the best way to do it. Yo he hecho esto tantas veces que ya yo sé que no voy a confundir la parte de atrás con la parte de adelante cuando yo le quite el screen. ¿Por qué no lo hice esta vez? Quizá ustedes estén pensando, pero es porque yo estoy tan acostumbrada a hacer esto que no me voy a confundir en este punto. Pero me confundí en una vez antes cuando primero empecé. Claro que sí. So, para que no pasen trabajo, háganlo de esa forma para cuando ustedes terminen y pongan su screen de nuevo en la parte de atrás para protegerlo, no cometan el error de ponerlo aquí. Si lo ponen de este lado se te va a dañar. So the whole point of this is you take off your screen, and now because you wrote on it, you know that when you're done with your screen and you cleaned your screen, that you're going to place it on this side and you won't do the mistake of placing it here. Placing it back here, it wouldn't be good. It's going to ruin your screen. Placing it here, awesome. Your stickiness will come back if you clean it well. You know, it's going to come back as much as it can. Okay, meaning that it's going to come back strong, but if you used it 15 times, it's going to eventually lose its stickiness. Si lo han usado más de 20 veces, claro que después o 15 veces va a perder la pegadera de atrás. But at that point, you guys have decorated everything you thought of. Pero allá a ese punto ustedes han decorado la casa de más con esta pieza. Ok. So vamos para adelante. So we are, just to clarify, we are a high-end DIY decor company. So that we help you decorate your home in the easiest and most economical way. Now, why am I saying that? Because if you go buy this frame, and I've said this before, if you go buy this frame somewhere else already done, it's going to cost you more and you can't put it the colors you want. Nosotros somos una compañía de decorar la casa, pero de decorar la casa enseñándole a ustedes cómo hacerlo y entonces también enseñándole a ustedes cómo pueden recibir sus piezas. Okay, Chris va a poner links. Chris will be putting links for you guys, even, you know, throughout this broadcast at some point. Chris, Ray is watching the monitors. That gives you a chance to do your thing. So, si ustedes pueden, nosotros vamos a ponerle todos los datos, but I would prefer that you guys contact me if you don't feel comfortable writing in the chat. So, si ustedes no se sienten cómodos escribiendo en el chat, por favor, escríbanme. So, I'm about to leave you guys watching the screen. All right? Yes. We are going to put this solo. And I'm out of your way because I want to show you what we're going to do now. Me quité de ahí porque quiero enseñarles lo que vamos a hacer. Me pone esto derecho. Let me straighten this up. Hoy vamos a trabajar básico, mi gente. We are going to work basic today. Okay? So I am going to take my screen and I'm going to pull it up through the top so that I could find my middle. And I use the guides of my frame to guide me. Yo lo traigo por el centro de la pieza, así como ustedes vieron, porque así yo ando buscando que yo tenga la misma cantidad aquí que tengo aquí, la misma cantidad que tengo aquí que tengo aquí. Aunque esté off una orillita, como estamos haciéndolo para grabar, por forma de grabación, lo vamos a dejar así por ahora. So as you can see, I do it that way so I can see the top and bottom and I get good measurements. I feel like this should be measured a little better on the side. But for sake of video, we're going to leave it that way. If I was sitting here and doing it, I would make sure that my sides, but I'm still going to fix it a little bit. You all know me. Lo voy a arreglar anyway, de todas formas, porque quiero que caiga bien. So I'm going to really do that again. I really want it to come out good. And that's still a little too far up. Todavía estoy un poco muy para arribita. Okay, I'm going to bring it down one more time. Lo vamos a traer, bajarlo una vez más. Más o menos. Okay, we're good. Now, when you have room on the top like that, I always like to bring it up more than I do leaving it down. So what I'm going to do is, lo que voy a hacer is that I'm going to do this. Never bend it though. No lo voy a doblar. Never bend it. I'm just going to glue it here. Going to eyeball it. It's just a little bit. Lo voy a subir un poco aquí. Más o menos yo creo que eso está bien. I think that bottom looks good. And now I'm going to pick it up from here. Lo voy a levantar de ahí up to that bubble that I just created. See? Y ahora lo vuelvo a bajar. Now I'm going to bring it back down so that I have a better measurement. This little bubble, we're just going to open it up a little bit so that it moves well. Vamos a abrirla ahí. Ya usted ve, cayó bien. Ahí cayó bien. Voy a empujar toda la bombita con mis dedos. I'm going to push these bubbles out with my finger. Okay? They're big enough that I could push them. That way those air bubbles leave my screen. Así esas bombitas de aire se salen. Ray, you could turn off that air conditioner. And I'm going to use my squeegee. Vamos a usar el squeegee para que él quede bien pegado. We want it to be very stuck to our frame, right? Because we don't want it to bleed. Like, we don't want that. We don't want this to bleed at all. I see a bubble right in my screen. I'm going to push that up. Hopefully it's out because it seems like it's just part of the screen. Veo una bombita ahí, pero parece que es parte de la malla. So I'm going to keep on pushing this down. I want to push this down till I feel comfortable that I've done it on every little piece of it. Yo voy a hacerle el squeegee en cada parte de esta pieza. Quiero hacerlo hasta el punto que yo me sienta cómoda, que todo está bien pegado y que yo ha podido pasarle esto por encima de absolutamente todo. Want to make sure I passed it through everything, guys. Anyway, so how you guys doing out there? How is everything? I hope that everything with you guys is going super fantastic. Of course, I hope you guys are safe. And that things are just starting to look better for you. Okay, so espero que en Dios que todo le esté saliendo bien a ustedes, que todo vaya bien para ustedes, que todo se vaya arreglando todos los días un poco más para ustedes, para toditos, for all of us. Maybe all we continue to be blessed and protected. All right, I think that's good. Okay, ya yo creo que eso está bien. Y vamos a empezar con un color. Que sería un color bien lindo, ¿verdad que sí? Vamos a ponerle, yo creo, porque no podemos ponerle negro porque esto es negro. We can't put black because this is black, right? But what we can do, I'm going to do a little combination, guys, of colors here. Yo voy a hacer un poco de combinaciones con colores. So vamos a usar este lila. Oops, ¿dónde estoy? Where am I? Sorry, I'm finding the screen. I'm still trying to learn how to find this camera. All right, here we go. We got it, guys. Todavía ya encontré la cámara. Qué bueno. Okay, we're using this purple, which is really beautiful. It has like a little tinge of blue in it, which is really pretty. I'm sure it's a little dried up because I haven't worked with it yet. And claro mi blanco, of course my white. Voy a añadirle un poco de blanco de brillo. I'm going to use a little bit of my sparkle white here, which is Shimmer Frost. So voy a usar un poco de Shimmer Frost. Quizá le voy a poner una gotita de rojo. Ok. Y claro, voy a ponerle, vamos a ponerle un verde porque esto en verdad es una botella de veneno, ¿no? This is really a poison bottle, right? We need some kind of green. I don't know if this green or should we use like a darker green. Maybe we need to combine it, but that would be cool, right? I mean, yeah, or purple. Well, we'll figure it out. We're just going to use as we go. Make decisions. You know what I mean? All right, guys.
What about the glitter gray? You can't do the bat in black.
Do the glitter gray where?
For the bat.
In the back?
No, for the bat.
For the bat. That's a good idea, but I feel that with the colors that we're using, it might dim it down. But I'll tell you what I'm going to do, Pat. How about if we combine your idea of the silver gray on the little edges, and then we put some black. I think that's a great idea, Pat. Thank you. Yo creo que es una idea fabulosa que tuvo Pat. Vamos a usar el color gris de brillo. Vamos a ponerlo en la cuestión esta. En el murciélago vamos a ponerle un poquito del gris de brillo. Y entonces le añadimos el negro ahí. So that's a great idea, guys.
Pat agrees with the colors.
Pat had a great idea. That was a great idea. You know, it's so hard when I just start talking to you guys and then I'm not even in view. It makes the camera like, okay, guys, let's bring me in view, because if I'm going to talk that much, then we got to have both things in view. That's what's up. All right. Okay, so let's get some of my gray, because that's what Pat said. And here it is, Pat. Here's the gray. So we're going to do a combination of the three, because we're working on a black frame. So because we're working on a black frame, if we put just the gray, it's not going to show as much. As we put the blacks, definitely not going to show. And if we put just the white, we don't want to do that. So we're going to combine it so that we could actually see this little guy here and shadow this guy with this and the white. I think that's the route we're going to go. Thank you, Pat, for the idea. Awesome idea. All right, guys. So here we go. So let me think. Who are we starting first? We're going to start with the bat first. That's where we're starting first. And see why I always take you out? Because at some point, I want to stand up. I got to figure it out so that I could just stay standing up. All right? But we're going to figure that out one day. Soon. One day soon. So I'm going to put you back with this bat by itself, and I'll be back. All right. So here we go. We're going to work with this little guy. We're going to do my white. Let's open that. Let's get that ready. We're going to use Pat's gray. Gray frost. Okay. And we probably are... Ooh, I just tilted it. Not good, because it just went everywhere. That's all right. And we are going to use black. Now let me get my black. And we are going to use the black in here as well, all right? I wish it was shimmer black. But here we go. You know what would be cool had we done it all in this? That'd be really interesting, like a silver bat. Yeah. All right, guys. Let me get some of my white. We're going to go through the edges.
Chris loves your earrings, by the way. She said that's what's up. She likes
my
them.
Earrings. Oh, my God. Thank you, Chris. I know you've never seen these. I am going to put a link probably next week. So a lot of people are asking me about my jewelry. So I'm going to put a little link next week so that anybody that likes my jewelry, you guys can go take a look at it. I'm going to show you where you could get it. Yep. All right. So let me, this is tricky because I got to really move. Got to put that little edging there, because without that edging, we ain't nowhere. All right. Because it's black on black. And it might not show. So we want to make sure that this little guy shows. Because after all, he's part of the star of the show. I say that because this bottle is so like, you know, so much on point as well. Like this bottle just wants to take over the show. So we're going to mix that with Pat's gray. Gray frost. Gray shimmer. Okay. We're going to do that. I want a little more gray than that. All right. Then I'm going to mix some of the black. Now, the black is not like such a big deal because you probably are not going to see it. Let me get some of that in there because, thank God, no white went on it. Black, black, black. Here we go. All right. Going to put some of that black in there. And I'm going to squeegee that.
Is that paint or paste?
This is paste. We always use paste when it is a frame. We only use ink, our inks, when it is any fabric that we're using. All right, guys, here we go. Because it feels like it's drying really fast today. So let's lift it. Oh, my God, he's so cute. Look at that. Oh, he's so cute. So we didn't do it black. So what? Who cares? He's just cute.
Oh.
And you know what, guys? I was going to do, and we'll do it next time. I was going to do like a watercolor and then do the black on top. We could do that next time just so you could see variations. But I thought that was great.
That is
Thank
hot.
you, Pat. That was great. I love it. Love it, love it, love it.
Hot, hot, hot.
Great idea, Pat. Great idea. All right, guys. So let's put, I think I'm going to put some red dots there. All right. Remember my reds. My reds are deadly, man. They never come off once you put them on. Gonna put some red here. All right. That's it. Let me move that to the side. And I am going to put some shiny white there, probably. Nope, you know what? I want to do purple. My purple's very dry, guys. But it's very, very dry. And I'm going to use the purple on the thing, on the whole thing. That way we can do a nice mix because it's dry. So we're not going to do that right now. We're going to do another color. And we're not going to do that green either. Hold on, guys. What color, what color? I know I'm taking long, right? It's going to dry on me. We're going to put the shiny white. That's what we're going to do. We'll put the shiny white on this little fringy thing. That's what we're going to do. Let me move quick. I'm going to re-wet that red so that it really goes through well. So I'm going to re-wet it. Okay, let's do that. We got the shiny. Cool.
But that looks awesome.
It does, right?
Yes.
And then we're going to do the red. Okay, so we're going to re-wet this. All right. Let's re-wet. Really, really, really wet it. Hopefully it wets enough that it doesn't peel off on me. All right, guys. So let's see what we got. It peeled off a little bit. Peeled off a little bit. Not a problem, guys. Y'all already know. We're going to wash that little bit of the red. And we're going to put those dots right back again. I showed you that thing before, how we fix and recuperate. And I took long. That's what it is. But it's not a biggie. Not a biggie. We could always fix it. It is, I'm pulling this way down. Guys, remember what I said? Shiny to shiny, brillo a brillo. La razón que estoy poniendo esto es porque lo quiero secar. Pero antes de secarlo voy a coger un papelito, lo voy a mojar. Take a little piece of paper here. I'm going to wet it and I'm going to remove this. Voy a quitar esto antes que se seque ahí. That's okay. I'll clean the screen. We'll put it back again. That's all that is. Not a big deal. We're going to clean that. That's it. Ok, lo limpiamos, lo ponemos después. Yo limpio el screen en esa partecita y seguimos para adelante. Pero yo pongo esto para secar. I put this to protect my screen so that I can dry whatever's on my frame. Alright, and my glitter is very, very wet. I can see that. We're going to work that back a little more. Vamos a trabajar ese bat un poquito más. Ese murciélago, lo vamos a trabajar un chin más después que yo termine. We're going to work on it a little more after I'm done.
I had a funny feeling we weren't done with that bat yet.
Yeah, no, not at all. Looks good, though.
It looks fantastic.
Looks good. Ok, vamos a ponerle ahí para que no se quite cuando yo vuelva a poner el screen. We want this to dry really well. That way, when we remove the screen again, it doesn't take it off. Okay? There's always a method to my madness, guys. Siempre tengo una idea. Son las locuras que parece locura, no es locura. Ustedes van a ver lo que yo quiero decir en 2 segundos. You can see what I mean, guys. Gotta think on your feet when you're doing this kind of thing. Okay. Vamos a quitar eso de ahí. Ponerlo para el lado. Y ahora van a ver. All right, so my little dots are still wet. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to put this so that it doesn't go on my frame. You know, because I have it down here. Voy a poner un papel para cuando yo lo ponga aquí, la tinta no se me pegue. Even though I can still clean that. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to grab my handy dandy. Y'all know I love this thing. I'm naming it the handy dandy. Le puse el nombre Handy Dandy a esta esponja. Pero ese no es el nombre, soy yo que se lo estoy poniendo así. Yo voy a hacer así, ¿sabe por qué? Porque quiero quitarle un poco de la pintura. I'm doing that so I can get a little bit of that paint off on the screen. Just a little bit. Hopefully it's going to allow me to redo it. Si Dios quiere me va a permitir porque le estoy quitando bastante de la pintura. I'm taking off almost all the paint that it had so that it could allow me to redo this. Para que me deje volver a hacer esas bolitas. Pero también, you see this? Because I don't want this today to go on my brand new frame. So I put a paper here. Gonna clean it a little bit, get some of the residue off, right? We're using our reds. You all know what I said about that red. That red is fierce. Look at that. We're gonna lay this back down. Lo voy a volver a montar. Ahora le voy a poner un screen. Le voy a poner, perdón, un squeegee. Pasarlo con el squeegee para que se quede bien pegado. Okay. Let's see if it works, guys. Y vamos ahora a ponerle de esto. Vamos a trabajar un poco más rápido. Ugh, just got that on my finger. I don't know why it's a little wet because I didn't put new water in it. No sé por qué está mojado porque no le puse agua esta vez. Hoy no le puse agua ni lo toqué. No sé por qué tiene un poco de agua ahí. All right, let me throw that in there.
Hey, Ruben, guess who's joining us here?
Ha! That's better.
We've got Ellis watching with us.
Ellis?
Yeah.
Hi, Ellis. How are you?
She loves Halloween, so, I had to bring her in here.
Yay! Well, Ellis has been gone for a little bit, huh? Okay, here we go. I'm still going to have to fix that one, but you see that those came out really well. Okay? But always recovery. We're going to leave it like that so it could dry. I'm going to clean this underneath again because I really don't want that to just go on my frame because red is no joke. Now let's say, guys, that the red does go on your frame. Clean it off with water. And if it leaves a little bit of whatever, use that sponge that I just showed you. And if it still leaves like a very faint color, white chalk. Just get a nice white chalk, water it down, and pass it over it. All right, I don't want a lot of ink to be transported onto it, and that's why I'm doing that, guys. So you love Halloween. I love that. I love that you love Halloween. Halloween is fun. We are going to dry these little balls because they are very, very, very wet. The only one that got a little messed up was this one. You know what that means? That means I got to really clean this screen. And after I clean this screen, I'll be able to do it again after everything is dry. El único que se dañó fue esa bolita. Significa, vamos a tener que dejar que el screen se seque completamente. Okay? I'm not putting my board here because the air is not even coming near it. No estoy poniendo la tarjetita aquí de protegerlo porque el aire no está llegando ahí. Anyway, so after we let it dry 100%, we'll be able to fix that. We'll be able to recoup it. Después que todo se seque y limpiemos nuestro screen 100%, esa bolita se va a poder arreglar. So por ahora mismo, viste que esas bolitas se arreglaron. El único es esa. All right. I think that's dry. We want it to be very, very dry. Alrighty, I think that's good. And so we're going to put this back. Alright. Let me clean any little particles. Y'all know me already. The nails, they always want to bring down some stuff that don't belong. So I love, Ellie, that you love Halloween. It's fun, right? Guys, Halloween's just fun. We need a little fun in our lives right now, I feel like. Ain't nothing wrong with having some fun right now. Okay. Vamos a hacer esto antes de yo bajar. We're going to finish this neck. I'm going to chalk from here across. So yo voy a hacer chalk de aquí para acá, para arriba. So across and up. So that I could chalk the neck. So that I can chalk this piece. Probably going to go further down right up to here. instead of just chalking like crazy, since we're doing so many colors. Como estamos haciendo tantos colores, yo prefiero hacerlo parte por parte, para que no se nos dañe, ¿ok? So I'm going to take some of the purple though. Voy a coger un poco de este lila, de color lila, lavender. Gonna take some of my lavender. It's not purple, but it's lavender. Gonna put a chunk in there because it's kind of dry. See, it looks spongy. And what I'm going to do is that I'm going to take my spray. Y'all know I love this thing. It has very little water in there. I'll have Ray refill it. And I'm going to spray in here. Y le voy a echar un poco del spray ahí. Voy a coger mi brochita y lo voy a mover. I'm going to take a little bit of my brush and move it. Now that's way too watery. Está muy aguado. ¿Ustedes creen que hay problema, que se ha perdido? Nope. There's no problem if it's a little watery. We're going to add a little more. And guys, you don't lose any paste at all. So I'm going to move this to the side so that you guys can see what I'm doing. Vamos a coger más de esto, porque it's dry. Está seco. Y como está un poco de seco, lo vamos a arreglar, porque esto no se daña. Esto se arregla con agua. I'm going to put another big chunk in here. Le voy a poner otro pedazón grande ahí y lo voy a mover. Because when I'm done, cuando yo termine, this is going back in there. Cuando yo termine, esa pintura regresa a su botella. As long as you don't mix it with another color, you're just going to put it right back. Después que ustedes no lo mezclen con otro color, él va a regresar sin problema ninguno. All right, so it's never a problem. You're not going to miss anything. You're not going to lose anything. Okay? So, what do you guys think? I'm going to give you a few minutes to answer me, and if you answer me, we go with it. If I don't hear from you, then I'm just going to proceed. Do you want the bottle in lavender, or did you prefer the bottle itself in green? So I'm going to give you a few seconds. I'm going to keep talking and see if some of you give me your idea. I'd like to put your idea today. All right, so let me know. You got a few seconds to think about that. Do you want the bottle in lavender? Do you want the bottle in green? Okay, so I'm going to put these little spritzy things. I think that they should have a color. All right, blah, 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 blah. Let's put a little bit of the lighter green on there. I'll put a little bit of this light green just popping out of there. All right, we want to keep it fun. So let's take some of this green. See, this is the way it should look. Se debe ver de esta forma que parece crema. It almost looks like ice cream batter. Or, cake batter. That's the way it should look. I don't know why my red got watery like that. I would have done this in red. But the fact that it is a little watery, I don't know why. I'd rather let it dry a little bit. Como está un poquito mojado ese rojo, no entiendo por qué. Pero prefiero dejar que se seque un poco. Y después lo puedo usar. Okay, let's see. Put this green, this light green here. Vamos a volver, never lose paste, ever, ever. And we're going to put it on top.
Christine is thinking green.
Anybody else? Because I'm about to move, guys. I'm about to move. All right, so Christine is thinking green. We're going to put some green in there. Let me pull this off. Let me throw it to the side. I got to move fast. It's going to dry on me. So we got to really move. This is really dry, but I'm going to hit it because it's still kind of creamy. All right. Christine said green. Let's mix that green up. We're going to see what we get with that green. Vamos a ver lo que sale con este verde. Chris quiere verde. Vamos a poner un poco de verde. Vamos a ver lo que nos sale de ahí, si se ve bien en el negro. We're going to pick some of that up. Okay, we're going to wipe it off. And let me bring it up. Let's see what we have. Okay, Chris, let's see your green, how it comes up. Ah, Chris, that's nice. Great choice. And the fact that it got a little mixed up, oh, it looks amazing. Yeah. I love that. Good pick, Miss Chris.
Good pick.
We're going to pull this down a little bit, though, guys. Let's pull it down. It's very, very wet. So we're going to dry it. We're gonna blow dry this thing. I love the green. Love it. So let's see. We got Pat's silver, right? Because it's a silver frost or a shimmer gray. We have Chris's green, and it's looking really good with all your ideas, guys. I love it. And I allowed my squeegee to pick up a little bit of the light green, just a little. And I love the way that came out. So we're going to continue on the same vein.
She says the green looks awesome. And it really does.
It really does. It looks great. I love it. Qué lindo se está viendo. Me encanta. Qué idea más linda tuvo Chris y tuvo Pat. And anybody else that wants to join in to throw in a color, you can. This is our project today, guys. Our project. Okay. So voy a coger. I need more squeegees. For my squeegees. Here we go. We're going to use that same one for the green because it has a mixture. And I kind of like that. Me gusta que estuvo mezclado. Vamos a poner esto para acá porque es un silver. Let's grab this. Let's grab some of this. I'm going to put a teeny tiny little bit. So I love the way that came out. But first, guys, pero primero, let's squeegee this because it kind of stuck up a little bit. It has a bubble. It's a big one. Tiene una bombita, vamos a arreglarlo. No podemos hacerlo con esa bombita que tiene. Ok, vamos a coger esto y sacar la bombita. Vamos a subirla. Let's bring that bubble up to where we already painted. Vamos a ponerlo donde ya pintamos. Ok, estamos. Alright, that's it. So we're going to put just a little teeny bit. Vamos a poner un chin chin de esto por ahí. Un chin chin nada más. Una gotita. Ahora sí vamos a trabajar un poco más rápido. We're going to work just a little faster now, guys. Just a little faster. I'll put a little bit of that. Well, I shouldn't have put it down there, but I already did. So that means I got to work even faster. Okay. Again, we're going to put some of my shine. Some of my shimmer down here. Poner un poquito de brillo ahí. Okay. You know what? Yo le puse el shine, but I'm going to put a little lavender there too. I'm going to make that a little bit more lavendery so that it matches the words, because the words are going to go probably in red or lavender, but all right. And we are going to put the lavender. Poner un poco de lavender ahí, poco, little bit. Let's move it over. We don't need to be perfect with it. Why? Halloween. It's just fun. That's it. Vamos a gozar con el día de esta celebración, ¿no? No tenemos que hacerlo tan perfecto. We're going to put some black green right here. Let's start with the new green that we're putting in. Let's move fast. Okay, I want to get that right in there. Vamos movernos. Going to move quick on this because if not, the one I just did is going to dry. So we're going to bring that in here. Vamos a traerlo más para abajo. Okay. We're going to bring more of this. Vamos a terminarlo ahí. We're going to end it there because I'm going to take probably some of this red again. It's a little mixed up, that thing, but we're going to bring some of the red. I think I want to put some of the red here. Poner un poco de rojo. Lo voy a bajar. I'm going to bring it down. Hopefully the red doesn't fail me this time. Not going to bring it all the way down, but I'm going to bring it up to there. That's going to be the extent of my red. Okay, right now. All right. Let's bring that down. Let's put that cover. Red goes in there. And we're going to continue with the green really fast. We're going to put more green quickly. And before I do these words, I'm going to peel it off. We're going to, dry it a little bit. And we're going to talk a little bit to give it a chance to really, really dry. This is just a little more complicated because we're doing all these colors. If you were doing just one color, you wouldn't have this issue. Es un poco más complicado porque estamos haciendo tantos colores a la misma vez. Y en esta pieza es un poco más complicado. But we are going to move and start peeling this right now. This peel. It did pull off some of mine, right? Because I let it dry up. So I didn't dry it enough. And again, not to worry. Let's pull that down. Went on my frame. Not a big deal either. Okay, so we're going to let that dry a little bit. Because it went on my frame, I'm going to clean it. Honey, can I have a tissue from there?
Sure.
Thanks. Just going to take the tissue and clean it up. And it'll be like it never happened. Guys, so now we're going to let this dry a little bit. And it gives me the opportunity to talk to you guys about chalk. In case you guys want to do this for your kids, for your home. This is very, very wet. So we're going to let this dry a little bit before I continue. Don't want to pull it off because I want to keep, you know, working on those parts that came off on me. Gonna put the shiny part to this part here so that I can start blow drying this. It is super wet, but it's looking good. And watch the recovery, how awesome it's gonna be. You guys are about to see me recover this and how good that recovery is gonna come out. Okay, so I want to tell you guys a little bit about how we work. Quiero recuperar esto. Ustedes van a ver cómo lo recuperamos. Esas partecitas que jaló. Normalmente no lo quita si ustedes lo secan bien, porque yo no lo sequé bastante. Pero no hay problema, uno lo recupera. There's always a recovery, guys. Always a recovery. Nunca dejen su secadora pegada. Si no tienen esta herramienta, pueden usar secadora del pelo. If you guys don't have this, you could totally use a hairdryer. That's fine. There is always recovery, and I'm going to show you guys how we're going to recover this. Okay? In the meantime, I do want to talk to you about how you can get this if you decide that, you know what, you would love to try this, and you should. It is so much fun. Si ustedes desean hacer esto y gozar con esto, no hay problema. Yo voy a explicar cómo pueden conseguir esta pieza. So I'm going to explain. You could always just go to my shop, right? And in the meantime, I am about to bring you guys so that we're all together here while I'm speaking. Voy a entrar aquí con ustedes. You guys can always go to my shop and pick out whatever you like. Pueden ir a la tienda de nosotros y coger lo que a ustedes les guste. Or you guys can join our Club Couture subscription. O pueden entrar a nuestra suscripción. What happens in the subscription? You get something every month. Something that you will be the only ones to receive. Not everybody gets the screens that subscribers receive. Only subscribers receive special screens. Los screens que ustedes reciben cuando se inscriben es un screen que solamente ustedes, los que están inscritos, reciben. No todo el mundo recibe eso. Only designers and you. Nada más diseñadores y ustedes. Y reciben ideas, reciben videos, you receive ideas, you receive videos. Reciben 3 chalk paste singles. Van a recibir 3 funditas de color. And you're going to receive a squeegee so that you could create your project for your house. Para que puedan ustedes hacer su proyecto para su casa, para decorar su casa. Y es súper fácil, te llega mensual a la casa. It's very easy, it comes to your house. Y ustedes pueden ponerlo en una pieza de nosotros. You could put it in one of our pieces, or you could use a wood or something like I did the last time. Pueden usar hasta madera, como yo he hecho antes cuando hago los videos. So, es la mejor forma porque le dan mucho precios especiales. They give you a lot of great prices. So, there's a lot of perks that come with being a subscriber. Y entonces, claro, la idea mejor es ser un diseñador. Ser diseñador conmigo es lo mejor. So you could be a designer as the way that I am. You don't have to do it this way. There's so many ways of working it as a designer, but you get 40% off. So contact me and I'll help you with that. Si ustedes quieren ser diseñador, lo pueden ser de mi forma, lo pueden ser de otra forma. O sea, enseñar lo que ustedes van a hacer y lo mejor, reciben 40% off. Lo otro bueno es que pueden ganarse su platita. ¿Ves? So the other good thing is that you guys could also make some money as a designer. It's always good. So I'm just sharing in case anybody out there, because these days I know a lot of people are either out of work or you know, or maybe you just want more money. So trying to help you guys out. That's it. So nosotros pueden hacerse su platita extra o pueden hacer esto como su forma de ganarse su platica de la casa. Bueno, estoy ofreciendo para ayudarlos, pero me encantaría ser tu diseñador. I would love to be your designer, guys. So contact me. Whether you want to be a designer, whether you want to join club, or you just want to come and get little perks here and there, join my VIP group. Chris will put the link to the VIP group. Pueden también entrar al VIP group, donde yo pongo varias cositas, hago funda, hago cosas para el día de fiesta. Pueden verlo ahí. ¿Ok? Me encantaría ser tu diseñadora. All right. Let me bring you back down here only. Let's put this solo so that I'm out of the way. And let me peel this off. All right. And hopefully this is dry. Vamos a orar que esto esté seco. Because if it's dry, hopefully it doesn't peel it off on me. All right. Yo voy a poner esto aquí para terminarlo. I'm going to bring this down gently so we could finish it. All right. I see bubbles again. So this thing is really sticky, this one, which is good. It's going to last me. Este se pega mucho. Y es bueno porque quiere decir que me va a durar mucho. Okay, so I'm trying to get the bubbles out because it just wants to bubble up. And I don't want those bubbles and the screen is wet. We're going to wash the screen. And I'm going to bring this down. I'm going to use my finger to get that middle. I want to do the middle first. Okay. Vamos a hacer ese centro. Quiero hacer esa luna en brillo. I want to do this sun shiny. This moon. I want a clean squeegee. Vamos a poner uno limpio. Vamos a usar esto para ponerle brillo. I'm gonna make that moon. And I think it's the weather, guys, that's making it dry up. This is really hot in here. Como está tan caliente aquí dentro, se está secando rápido. No me está dando tiempo y es por eso. So, cuando es así, tenemos que moverlo como una bala. Vamos a decir. So we gotta move like a bullet when we're like this, guys. So I'm gonna take purple, all right, and I'm just going to go. Bring this down. I'm going to take my lavender, and I'm just gonna go. Gonna move fast, so it doesn't dry, because it is boiling in here. Está bien caliente. Yo voy a usar esto. La casa está caliente, y por eso es que se está secando tan rápido que no me está dando tiempo de arreglar varias cosas, pero siempre hay forma de recuperar. Siempre. So I'm going to make it really wet because this way it won't dry so fast. Lo voy a empapar bastante para que no se me moje tan rápido, no se me seque. Ok. Vamos a echar esto para adelante. Y ya lo voy a alzar. That's better. And it's still, my ink is very wet. The weather is not working with me. But that's okay. That's okay. We're just going to wait a second and let this dry. We're going to dry this. And we're going to recuperate it. I think this is better that this happened, the little pieces off, because I could show you how to recuperate. Esto es bueno que se haya despegado un poco, porque así yo puedo enseñarle cómo recuperan. Ok, cómo van a recuperar. But it's looking good to you, Ray. You like it?
Good. That would be an understatement. It looks fantastic.
Aww.
And by the way, Pat mentioned earlier that she thought that the bat looked like he had sunglasses on.
Oh, that's funny. That's so funny. Oh, little bat. It's a cool bat. That's why.
It's a cool bat.
It's a cool bat.
It's a cool bat.
Patricia dice que creía que el murciélago tenía como espejuelos puestos Y yo le dije porque, bueno, es un bat con caché. It's a cool bat. Okay, guys, bear with me because we're going to do something that I haven't done before. So you guys are going to bear with me and we're going to really dry this well. Quédense conmigo que vamos a secar esto bien, bien, bien porque tengo idea. Y entonces vamos a tratar algo nuevo con esa idea. Ok. So quédense. Vamos a seguir aquí secando. While that dries, en lo que eso se seca, and it's all over my frame, but it's not a big deal. Está por todo mi frame. Si ustedes no quieren que le caiga el frame, if you don't want it to go on your frame, this is what you do. You take one of these bounty things, you lay it on your frame so that when you lay your piece down, it doesn't go on your frame. That's not what I did, but that's what you can do. Eso no es lo que yo hice, pero eso es lo que pueden hacer. Le ponen el bounty ahí. Cuando pongan el frame, no te daña la pieza. All right, so let's get some of my green. And we're going to get my palette. I'm going to move this to the side. I have some of my purple ink. Purple paste. Poco de mi lavender paste. Vamos a poner eso para el lado. Vamos a coger un poco del verde aquí. I'm going to take some of this green here. I'm going to put it in here. Ok, vamos a poner un poco del verde aquí. Vamos a agarrar, we're going to grab some of that green. And we're going to grab some of this green. I don't want it to contaminate my ink. All right, I keep saying ink, my paste, guys. And I'm going to put some of that there too. Okay. We are going to grab my brush. Well, one of my brushes, this one here. I'm going to grab this brush. This paint brush. I'm going to wet it, but I'm going to dry it. I don't want it that wet. So I'm going to dry that a little bit, okay? Dry it a little bit before I start. And I'm going to put some water in one of these. Mojar la puntica nada más. Only going to wet that little tip. Going to mix that. This is a great way where you want to mix your paint. Así sí podemos mezclar la pintura. And I'm going to go over this a little bit. I like that it has that little dimension of color, right? Pintarlo un poco. Dame doblarme un chin ahí para poder ver. I'm going to put myself forward a little bit so I can see. Okay. Wet that a little bit. I'm going to dry it again. It happens. Pasa a veces. Especialmente cuando estamos poniendo muchos colores. Cuando la casa está caliente y como es un video. O estoy en vivo. It's a little different when I'm doing a live. Because I have to let, you know, I'm taking longer than I would normally take if I was doing it. Cuando estoy haciendo en vivo, cojo más, trabajo más rápido de lo que normalmente yo lo haría. I love that color on top. I love that. I think I'm going to put more here. I just love that kind of staining over it. I think that's fun. Gives it like some kind of dimension. Me gusta este otro color encima. Le da como una sombra bonita. And I like that. I really like that dimension there. Voy a ponerle un poco más. Okay. We're going to dry that. Vamos a secar eso. Déjame limpiar mi brocha. Vamos a secar eso. Ya saben, si tienen pregunta, no tengan pena. If you're shy to talk on the comments below, you can message me. Si tienen pena hablarme aquí, pueden hablarme, me mandan un mensaje. I like that dimension on it. I think that makes it so much more interesting. And I know it's a lot of colors, but we want to make it fun, you know? You could also do it in one solid color. También lo pueden hacer en un solo color. Lo pueden hacer en blanco. Ray, that's about to die. Can you make sure that's plugged in? Okay, don't think about it. Just grab the other, plug something in it. You can plug that. Plug something in it. Quick, like you can't wait. Oh, you didn't use the camera.
Sorry.
That's it. All right, cool.
You good?
Yeah, it's loading. Okay. Okay, great, Ray. Do you see that gray board there that I always use? Right there between the machines? I need that board. Okay, vamos para adelante. We are going to bring this down a little bit. I'm only going to bring it here, guys. I don't know if you can see that. I'm only going to bring it down on that bottom part. And I'm going to clean my screen. I don't want things to go through. Gonna lay this gently there. I'm gonna bring this up. Then we're gonna clean my screen. And we're gonna lay it on top again. I'm gonna clean it, I'm gonna dry it real quick. And we're going to do some magic with this. Quédese conmigo, voy a limpiar esto, le voy a enseñar a ustedes cómo limpiarlo. Y lo vamos a secar. Lo vamos a montar de nuevo para que ustedes vean cómo se recupera. So we're going to mount it again. That way y'all could see recovery. Okay. Bring this up. Bring this down. So that we could really do a really good recovery on it. How you guys doing? You quiet now all of a sudden. You guys...
Patricia loves the green, by the way.
Oh, you love the green,
yeah,
Pat?
she says it's really nice.
Thank you. Okay, gotta make sure it sticks because it doesn't want to stick right now. All right, let's get that green on the bottom. And I'm pushing down on it.
Well, you got Christine thinking there's a potion in that bottle. She says it looks like a potion.
Ajá.
That's the idea.
Vamos a ponerle más. Quédense conmigo. Vamos a limpiar este revolú. Y vamos a hacer la limpieza. Por lo que se nos dañó, lo vamos a arreglar. Whatever got messed up, we're going to fix. Okay? That's it. I'm pulling the screen off. Voy a quitar el screen. In the meantime, let's pull this off. It pulled it off. See that? Pulled it off, guys. Not to worry. We're going to give this to Ray. I think you should bring your charger. That charger's not working. I'm going to lay this here, guys. This is how we're going to clean it. I'm going to clean it. I'm going to dry it with Bounty. And you guys are going to see how we're going to recuperate that design. Vamos a recuperar ese dibujo. It's not working. Please go. Don't unplug it. Go get yours. Why would you do that? All right. So we are going to clean this. All right. You're going to see how easy this is. Como esto es pasta, vamos a echarle agua, lo vamos a dejar sentar. This is paste. We're going to put water. We're going to let it sit. This is paste, so we're going to let this water sit on it for a few seconds. I like to use a Bounty first before I use my beautiful sponge. You know, guys, I love that sponge. Let me clean my paste here a second. I saw some white trying to leak its way in there. And I'm going to throw my squeegees in water so that I could get nice clean squeegees again. All right. I'm going to take this. I'm going to open it up. Voy a abrir esto. I'm just going to pass it here. Lo voy a pasar un poco. Just a little bit. The shimmer is always the hardest one to come off. El shimmer dura más. Is that your strong charger? Awesome. The shimmer takes a little, it's a little harder to take off, but it comes off. El de brillo se quita menos, pero él sale. Okay, putting a lot of water on this. Now I'm going to rub this as much as I can with this paper. And now this is garbage. Putting it to the side. And now I'm going to use my, what I call handy dandy sponge. I love this thing. Love, love, love. This thing always does magic for me. Look. Esto hace magia. Ya como ustedes vieron, miren. De una vez. When we use red, it always stains. Cuando usamos rojo siempre mancha, pero porque es que tenemos la mejor pasta que hay. Our paste is the best, and you can see this right now because our mica is so strong. And that's why it does that, which means that you're going to get nice color, you're going to get strong color, and you're not going to get watery color. I've worked with other pastes before, and they're watery. Yo he trabajado con otros pastes, and they're good, though. They're good for other things, but not to do this. Son buenos las otras pastas, pero no mejor como esto. Estas pastas son fuertes. Okay, so we're going to clean that screen here. Now, even if it looks clean in the front, you got to clean it from the inside. Aunque se vea limpio, hay que limpiarlo de adentro. So, Chris, tell me about your... Because Chris said this looks like... It reminds her of poison, huh?
A potion.
Chris, oh, the potion. How do you say potion in Spanish? Oh, eso sí que yo no lo sé decir. Pero Chris dice que esto parece una botella de... Yo no sé si potion, mi gente.
Veneno.
No, pero veneno es poison. Ella dijo potion.
That's true.
Okay. Let's see that in the back? We're going to clean that. It just rolls right off.
She says it's potion.
Really?
That's what she said. Potion is potion.
Chris, you're on the phone. Tell me what it is. I know Chris forgot she was on the phone. I need to hear the...
Potion is poción.
Poción. Oh, ella dice que una botella de poción. Yo nunca he oído eso. Mi primera vez que oigo esa palabra. First time I hear that word. Poción.
I swear I'm not making it up.
That handy dandy works so well.
It's not called handy dandy though. I call it.
I know. It's the name you gave it, but it works so well.
I call it handy dandy.
I mean, it looks brand new.
Oh my God! Now I changed the name of the sponge. Oh, I'm sorry, Chalk. I'm sorry to Chalk. I changed the name. Yes, handy dandy. All right, let's clean this up. And what Ray's going to be a doll and do for me after I clean this.
I am?
Yes, you is. He's going to give me a bounty.
Yes, I is.
Watch with my potion there. Ray's holding the bottle, the frame. Don't mess up our potion, dude. Okay, hold on. Let me clean
Yeah,
this.
just give it a pull when you're ready.
Yeah, thanks.
Sure.
I need two of them. I'm going to put this here.
If you had to choose what kind of potion it would be, what would you choose?
You're asking me that?
Yeah.
You guys tell me. You're my guest. Me está preguntando qué tipo de poción yo haría. I know. For the world to go back to normal. That's my potion. for everything to go back to normal.
I would like that potion.
So I'm going to go to God for that potion. Okay, so we're going to dry this and we're going to try this again. Now, I said I would show you the last time this happened, that I would show you what I did with the frame. What I'm going to do is that all the frames I did recently, you guys are going to see recoveries and everything else on the weekends. So I'm going to be putting that up on the weekend. I'm going to do this so that I could really get that dry in the back. It's always better to let it dry. Okay, meaning that I let it sit for a while. Es mejor dejar que se seque completamente. O sea que yo lo dejo que se seque, lo dejo sentado en una toalla. I let it sit for a little while before I put it back on my screen. You know, back on the cover. Yo dejo que se seque bien antes de yo ponerlo de nuevo y cubrirlo. But we still gonna try it. Todavía lo vamos a tratar. Vamos a ver si está seco suficiente para arreglar un poco de eso. Aunque eso está quedando bien lindo. Ustedes van a ver ahora que se está secando. Y él quiere pararse aquí. Como que quiere pararse ese screen. It looks like it just wants to stick up from the bottom.
She says her potion will turn somebody into a toad, but yours is much better.
Who said that?
Christine.
Oh, Christine. Oye eso. Oye eso. Listen to that. That her potion would turn somebody into a toad. I can't. So, ¿cómo se dice eso? Toad. Un sapo. Chris dice que la poción de ella es para convertir a uno en un sapo. Oh my God, my words got twisted. Oh my God, oye eso, en un sapo. Oh my goodness. A toad. Wow, Chris. Let me stay on your good side. Okay, that water looks nasty. I'm going to put it over to the side.
You want to switch that up?
I'm going to bring that here.
You want to switch that up?
And we're going to bring that in there. Okay, going to lower that. And we're going to sit this for the side for a second, guys. We're going to sit it to the side. I'm going to let it dry just a tad more. All right? Because regardless, I want to dry this. Yes, Ray, if you could walk by and fix that, that would be great. I'm going to blow dry this a little bit. Especially since we're going to put that screen right back up. Y'all saw how easy it was to clean that screen. Es bien fácil limpiar su screen y empezar de nuevo o hacer otra cosa. Otra cuestión. Baby, just move it to the side, baby. Okay, so vamos a seguir secando ahí. Gonna make sure this is way dry. You could wash those squeegees, it would be great, but I need them right away, so I'll be fast. Thank you, baby. What would I do without you? Alright, so vamos a secarlo bien. We're going to dry it. I gotta tell you, I don't know if you guys could see that shimmer color, but wow, it's really pretty. It's really pretty. Pat, now I'm going to be thinking that the bat has sunglasses. Ahora por lo que dijo Pat, voy a estar pensando que el murciélago tiene espejuelos del sol puesto. Vamos a secarlo bien. We're going to dry it really well. So yeah, guys, as I was saying, if you guys want to be, if there's anybody out there that loves what they see, loves what I'm doing, and would love to do the same, please don't hesitate to contact me. Oh, my husband thinks I have 4 arms. Chris, I can't with you. A toad. Alrighty, guys. I'm hoping. Wow, Ray worked quick. He got us a whole bunch of new squeegees. That's what's up. Ok, Ray nos trajo squeegees limpio y seco para poder trabajar. Ok, vamos a tocar aquí a ver. Todavía está húmedo. It is humid. So I'm going to take this. Ray, you can go by. And I'm going to put this on my screen just to help it along to dry up a little bit. Vamos a ayudarlo que se seque un poco. Ok. Normalmente lo dejo secar solo. Normally I would walk away, do house chores, do whatever I gotta do. And then I'll come back to it. I let it dry on its own when I'm gonna do this as a recovery. Alright. Vamos a secarlo bien. Vamos a quitarlo. Vamos a ver, está seco, está húmedo. Poco húmedo. Vamos a ponerlo de nuevo. It's a little humid. What happened? Ray's laughing. I want to know what's going on.
Yeah, when you said that you thought I had 4 arms, that you had 4 arms, Christine suggested that maybe that should be your potion to get a couple of extra arms.
Oh, Jesus, you people with the potions. All right, guys, let's try this. Let's see. First, I want to have the red ready. Change of direction, people. Change of direction. Definitely, I'm using my light green. For sure, for sure. I see spots where I want to do the light green. Definitely, I need my white to be ready for me. Gonna take my squeegees and make sure they're dry, guys. If you're gonna do this, make sure everything's jet dry. Now, I'm gonna repeat. Normally, I would wait. Yo esperaría una hora antes de hacer esto, but we're gonna try it here on screen because, why? We're on screen. So, lo vamos a tratar aquí a ver. I'm going to add a little black to that bat, maybe. Okay, vamos. Okay, let's try this. All right, I'm going to go on top through here. I want to line it up the same. Quiero alinearlo igualito. Like I said, I normally wait an hour. Let's see if this works. Yo siempre espero una hora antes de hacer esto. Dejo que todo se seque y que esté seco por una hora. I let it wait like for an hour before I start messing around with it. All right, but we're going to try this now and we're going to see what we get. Vamos a tratarlo de toda forma a ver si no funciona tan temprano. Que a mí me gusta mejor esperar. All right, so we're gonna lay this out. A little off, a little bit off, as you can see. A little off. Let's fix that. No podemos estar off. Ahora tenemos que estar bien, bien, bien. There we go. That's much better. Right on cue. Right on. Oops. Okay. My screen's a little like wonky on the bottom. Alright, I'm going to bring all this back down. Vamos a bajar todo eso de nuevo. Lo vamos a bajar todo, todo. Alright, guys, now's a race to time. I'm just going to fly here. Alright. Move a little faster. Y vamos a... My red worries me because it seems to be wet for some reason that I don't understand. No entiendo por qué eso está tan mojado. Okay, this is not dry. This should be dry. Okay, we're going to bring that down here a little bit. Leave that in there. I need white. White down here. White down here. Do that little ball in white. Do that little ball in white. Okay, I'm gonna lift this on the top. Good, my ball looks better. I need a little white on that that guy there. Bring it back down. There you go. I like that better. Gonna add a little more white to it.
We're trying to get Patricia to give us a potion, but she can't come up with anything at the moment.
Oh, that's too funny. All right, there you go, there you go, there you go. So far, so good. I'm gonna lift this because I already painted the bottom, right, guys? So I'm going to start lifting this. I know there's a little piece I didn't do. It keeps lifting it because it's not ready. And that's not a big deal. I'm just gonna do it with my squeegee on top and re-wet it. But also for some weird reason, like my screen on the bottom is weird. It's like not the way that it should be. Right.
Patricia's really liking it.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. We just need to like really paint down here a little more. Let me use my brush. I'm gonna hold that up and I'm gonna get another squeegee and I want to squeegee this down. Okay. Now the way I did this and put this down, the words are a little off. And I actually want the words to be a little off. Hopefully my idea works. Let's see. I'm gonna keep holding this so that bottom could dry. All right, keep holding this here. And where's the color I was gonna use? I'm using the red. Oh my God, the heat is so hot here. I feel like we're in the tropics and we're having some crazy, crazy heat wave. Hot in New York. Hot in New York today, guys. I don't know why today I feel it hotter than ever. I don't know if it's the humidity from the rain or what it is. Dump that in there. There we go.
Oh, man.
There we go, there we go, there we go, there we go.
Oh, man.
Ha! Much better.
And here's the thing. It looks raised.
Yeah, because of that 3-dimension there, guys.
Yeah, it looks really raised. It looks fantastic.
I don't know where to put this. Okay, I'm going to put this to the side, guys. We're going to take my brush. I'm going to brush. Again, there's always a recovery. And you guys see that I did this down here in just the light green. I want to add a little more dark green to that. You know? So I'm going to add a little bit of this to my palette. And I want to put some of the dark green in here. There you go. Gonna add even a little more. And we're gonna let it dry so that we could add even more. That way it blends in nicely. I kind of like this here. So in other words, I like the idea of it having that little bit of green, just ever so lightly, just sneaking in throughout the thing. So we're gonna fix this one down here because I want a lot more, I want a lot more green on that bottom. All right, so yeah, so we're gonna put more green there. More of the dark green, I'm trying to say. I want more of the dark green there. There we go. Looks like oil paint now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we're gonna keep going up a little bit. That way it uniforms it a little bit. Bring that out a little bit. Gonna put some of that over here. And I just totally love how that drink part came out. You know, just gonna do this on top. There we go. How we looking, guys? How we looking, guys? Somebody, Ray, how we looking?
You're looking fantastic.
Does it look good, guys? Put comments. Let me know. Put comments there what you think of how it looks. I'd like to hear your opinion of how it looks.
Awesome.
Chris says awesome. Okay. Anybody else?
Patricia says nice.
Anybody else have ideas of what else we could do? We could have done. What would you do? I'm going to put more of Pat's silver on this guy. And, yeah, with my chalk paste, I'm going to give it a little more fun. That's looking really good. Right?
Yes, yes.
And we're going to take a little bit more white so we can fix that little top that came off before. And what we're going to do is clean it up, take a little bit more of the gray, and just mix it up with that white. That way the white doesn't look so white. Now you guys don't have to do it like this. You could just do it with your screen. You could let your screen dry, and you could do it your way. You know, let your screen dry, redo it if you have any mishap. If not, you could wash your screen, let your screen dry, clean it off, and start all over again. If that's the case, if that happens. I'm doing it this way because I really, really, really want to add, you know, some shine to this little guy. And just make him more fun. Okay, that's done. Now I'm going to clean this and I'm going to go back to my white because one of my little white balls didn't come out the way I wanted it to. So, oops, put way too much of that. All right, so I'm going to do this. And there's my little white ball. Do this on this one. And this is with the same paste. I'm not putting like ink or paint or anything. This is just the paste. And I'm gonna fill this right here. Okay, I need a little more white, guys. A little more wet white. Fill that up there a little bit. There we go. Fill this up a little bit. There we go. Looking good, I think. I'm gonna mix that up a little bit. I want more white in there. Plus I want dimension. This is my own style, what I'm doing, guys. And what happens is it pops up the paint a little bit. And I love it. It just makes it look like we're using oil paint. Okay, so this is my style. I discovered it the other day while I was messing around with the paste. And it just makes it look when it dries like you used oil paint. So, my own creation that I wanted to share with you guys today. I am also going to put a little more of that green down on this bottom. And then we're done. This is done, guys. I'm going to add a little more of the green here. The darker green. And by I was going to let it dry. And on my own time, I will put more ink on top. When it dries, I'm telling you, it looks like oil paint. And that was my own version. I like to play with the ink and the paints and figure out something new. And this was something that, like I said, while messing around with it, I discovered. So, yep, you saw it here first, guys. And you could continue to do it. And what I'm going to do is, I will finish this piece with what I call oil painting with your paste. And I'll put up a picture. And that way you guys could see it. Now remember, all the photos will be going up on the weekend. Okay? All the photos of everything I did this week and anything I changed on it. That's it. We're done. I'm going to now clean my frame right here, because like I told you, and there's never a mistake, especially with paste. What we're going to do is with Bounty, we're going to move this and take the dry part and dry it up. I'm going to do it again. And if ever some of the paste color doesn't come off because our mica is so strong, not a big deal, guys. You take the white paste, water it up a little bit, and you wet it and you paint it. That's it. Okay, guys, we are done here. I hope you guys liked it. I'm gonna pick it up so you guys can see me. All right, let me get in view with you guys. Yep, and that's recovery, guys. It's looking really good. Now I'm gonna do the rest of it like the oil thing that I told you. And then I'm gonna take a picture of it. But what do you guys think? How does it look to you? It's fun, right? Like, it looks like a lot of fun. And you can make this basic, guys. You don't have to do it like this. I don't know if Friday I will show this again or I'm showing something else. But I do want to show you how fast and easy if you do it all in white, and how absolutely awesome it looks if you do it all in white. So you don't have to do all these colors. You could do straight up white. It looks great. And you just hang it up. Very basic. Basic is nice. I'm a minimalist. So I honestly like basic. Yes. Yes?
Lady, it didn't turn.
It didn't turn. Oh, I'm sorry. And it says it turned. Can you believe that? We're going to try this again. Sorry, guys. It says it turned and then it didn't. Did it turn this time? Am I there, Chris? On my screen, it shows I'm there. Not yet? Oh, okay. I know how to fix it, I think. Hold on, guys. Hold on. I don't know why it keeps doing the same thing over and over again. Broadcasting can be just special. Okay, hold on. I think maybe now it'll work. Nope. Telling me to remove it. I don't know why, guys. I'm so sorry. It doesn't want me on screen with you. How terrible is that? And it's only going to bring me in like this. No. Not to worry. Watch me fix it now. I said I would. I did. Here we are. Okay. All right. Let's put the right cover in the right place. Okay. So let me turn this around again. What do you guys think? I think it's fun, but I want to hear what you think. I don't know if you could see it on screen, but the purple is leaking out of the letters. Can you see that? Which makes it look almost like there. I think you can see it that way. Can you see that? Yes, guys. So again, like I was saying, you could do this all in white and it looks amazing all in white. We'll be back with that. I will show you that because I know some of you would prefer for it to be one color. I'm going to show you how quick and how easy it is to get it all in one color. See me on Monday. Come back for Quickie Monday. We'll redo it in all white. I promise. It'll be really, really quick. All right, guys. Have a great Wednesday. Que tengan feliz día de miércoles. Y volvemos el lunes. Voy a hacer esto en blanco, completamente blanco, para que vean qué rápido lo voy a hacer. We're even gonna time it. Vamos a ponerle un reloj para que vean qué rápido yo lo hago en absolutamente blanco y verá que fácil en blanco. Very easy if you do it in white or any one single color. As you get better at it, then you could start kicking in some things like this. All right, guys. Que pasen buenas noches. Que Dios esté con ustedes. Thank you. I hope you have a great night. May God bless all of you.